I am 40 years old and I am still in good shape for my fight with Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao, he proves age ain't nothing but a number. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, July 20th can't get here soon enough. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith one-time Thurman. This has been years in the making. Keith Thurman has, for years, called out Manny Pacquiao. But when Pacquiao was with Top Rank, it didn't look like that fight was going to happen for whatever reason. But now Pacquiao's with Al Heyman, and there is a reason, and the fight's happening. Fight's taking place at MGM Las Vegas. I plan on being there. Make sure you guys get your tickets if you're going to be in Vegas. It should be a fun and eventful summer fight. It's also a meaningful fight. Keith Thurman is the super WBA champion, and Manny Pacquiao is the regular WBA champion. Now, you guys know what the WBC did with Canelo, made him the franchise champion. So there's a lot of belts in boxing, if you will. Dillian White has a WBC silver belt. Wilder has the WBC full regular title. You know, a lot of belts in boxing. So Keith Thurman and Pacquiao both fighting. I wouldn't say it's a unification. It's a consolidation. That's what I call them. A consolidation of the WBA titles. Hopefully they don't make it eligible for any other welterweights. You know, this whole WBA regular nonsense for some time, you know, after this particular fight. I still got to catch up on the programming. I've seen some of the highlights, and you know, the shoulder programming has been really good. I'm really happy with the Premier Boxing Champs and the pairing with Fox. I think they've done a great job bringing attention to the Spence Garcia fight, Keith Thurman's last fight, the Pacquiao Thurman fight. I still got to watch the Face Off. I haven't watched it, but it is available, I believe, if you have the Fox on the Go app or whatnot. And I got to give you guys the Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle before after progress pictures, especially when they have a fight coming up. As you guys see from the thumbnail, Manny Pacquiao is in serious shape. He looks, you know, it's crazy. Pacquiao is he's so small, but he packs a punch, and I think a lot of fighters go in thinking they're going to have their way with him and this, that, and the third, and they realize quickly it's much harder than it looks. You know, looking at Pacquiao on TV, I really feel that Pacquiao, he's throughout his career, you know, he's been a good fighter, a great fighter. And Manny Pacquiao has disciplined himself to the sport. You never really see Pacquiao get too much, you know, weight gain in his off season. Like, I don't remember no pictures of Pacquiao with the beer belly or anything like that. He stays pretty true to his fight weight, which is a testament to the fighter of yesteryear. There's not a lot of guys in today's boxing that practice that. You know, a lot of people, when it comes to this boxing, they, you know, campaign at 54, but they weigh 200 plus pounds, or, you know, 190, you know, different things like that. They fight at 135, but in actuality, they weigh 159 or something, you know. So there's a lot of that going on in the sport of boxing, and that's pretty much just the way it is. So there's no really getting around that. But Pacquiao stays true to his weight. He looks to be in phenomenal shape. I did go to Houston, as you guys know, if you follow the channel. Freddie Roach was training a fighter, Brandon Adams. He came up short against Jamal Charlo. However, I did get to speak with him. We did a little media scrum, and Freddie Roach says Pacquiao's motivated. Keith Thurman made some jokes or references about the Bible, and I think he did it again on the face-off from what I've seen on the highlights, and Pacquiao's not happy about that. So Pacquiao wants to exact revenge, and I'm looking forward to the fight. I think like I said, it's a good fight, and Al Heyman is doing basically a welterweight tournament. And I called this before these fights were signed and when they were just in the rumor stages. It's exactly what's happening at 147 with Premier Boxing Champions, with 147, 154. Al Heyman has top dogs in those divisions. Like, everyone at 154 who's basically good and a champion is with Al Heyman. minus Jaime Munguia, but I don't even think Jaime Munguia looked good in his last fight with Dennis Hogan. You know, but other than that, Tony Harrison was supposed to fight Jermell Charlo, but he got injured. I talked to Tony Harrison in Vegas at the Charlo versus Cota replacement fight since he was injured, and Tony Harrison said the fight will happen this year. They've also pushed the trigger on Jarrett Hurd. He cut his hair and all this stuff. They pulled the trigger on that rematch. He's triggered the rematch clause. So we should get another good fight between J-Rock and Swift Jarrett Hurd, see what kind of improvements he can do. Jarrett Hurd is reportedly getting a new trainer, you know, after his first loss. And the same goes for 147. You have Pacquiao versus Thurman. Very good fight. You have Keith Thurman taking on the 40-year-old veteran. Just like Aaliyah said, age ain't nothing but a number. And then in the welterweight division, you also have Errol Spence versus Sean Porter. It looks like there's been some bad blood brewing for quite some time in that particular fight. So these are basically like tournaments. I don't know what's up with Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. That was something else that they were rumoring, but Mikey Garcia kind of shot it down. I don't know. I don't really know what Mikey's doing. I don't know if he's going to go back to 140, if he's going to fight at 147. You know, he still has options from DAZN offered him money. So coming off the loss to Errol Spence, a dominant loss, I don't really know what he's planning on doing. But Danny Garcia, he's down to fight Mikey Garcia. And he just came off a good win with Adrian Granados. So we're slowly but surely starting to see the who's who of the welterweight division. The only guy missing is Terrence Crawford, who decided to re-up with Top Rank, you know, and it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to this Pacquiao fight. Again, Pacquiao's in phenomenal shape. He looks almost reinvigorated since he's been there with Al Heyman. He already fought Broner and Keith Thurman, and to my understanding, my sources tell me that he only, after the Thurman fight, he only has one more fight, you know, to fulfill his pact or contract with Al Heyman. So we have to see what he decides to do. I talked to Freddie Roach again. Freddie Roach said he sees Pacquiao having, you know, maybe like 2 more fights in him after the Thurman fight, but we'll see. We'll see what Pacquiao does. Obviously, he has to get past Keith Thurman, and he has to look good. He has to, you know, turn back the clock. It looks like he's in great shape, but he's going to have to win that fight as well. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Ego Weight Watchers, Pacquiao's in phenomenal shape, and this should be a good fight. I seen Keith Thurman. He was doing a lot of the theatrics and saying, you know, he basically compared Manny Pacquiao to Jesus Christ and said he's going to crucify him and then resurrect him. And when Pacquiao retires, he'll be regarded as a legend. You know, he was talking, he's doing a good job of selling the fight. We'll put it that way. So it's obviously triggering Pacquiao to get in beast mode in camp. And we'll have to see what happens. Southpaw, both guys like to jump in. Both guys have some pop. Keith Thurman got hurt in his last fight, but you know, maybe he shook the ring rust off in that particular fight. We're going to see what happens here. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.